Hey guys, it's Trash. I hadn't done an update in a little bit. I apologize for that. Just been doing random other things. I have gotten a little bit of painting done. I've just did. These are the Westerners factions for Eldorado. I told you I was going to be working on those. I've got all the rank and file troops. There were like 3 or 4 of them. Finished those up. I actually did just a speed painting job, 30-45 minutes to get those done. Just so they look good on the tabletop. When I get all these finished, I'll show you. These two are the sergeant. This is the guy. I can't remember his name right offhand. His little special ability is he lets all the Westerners with guns on the table do like a quick reload, and everybody on the board reloads their guns in one turn, so they can all reshoot. So in a tactic, just say this were an opposing model. They come up, they shoot, and you pretty much will end up leading them around the table. Doing like sort of a kite thing. That's quote unquote ideally what you want to do. There's obviously going to be some deterrence, like if you remember, if you watch my last battle report, if you play Muslims where you can't be shot at with the Jenny's aura, that's obviously going to be a deterrent. You're going to have to use explosives or something, because if you shoot into that, it's not going to work. But splash damage can hit it, so that's going to be the way to get around that. So, and also this is the quote unquote officer, I guess, general. A very cool looking little centerpiece model. I'll be honest, on painting these, I've not really, they're just human guys, and there's nothing really too fancy. They're just dudes, and I guess they're European, so they're going to have that European flare armor, so I'm just going to finish those guys up, hopefully. On my next update or two, I'm going to have, go show you what they all look like finished. I'm going to give them all look the same. And I was watching, I don't know if you guys watch Swimming in Mountain Dew, but I noticed he did a thing about where he undercoats in gesso. And gesso happens, that's what I use. This is a primer. I actually use there's gray gesso, and there is black gesso that you use out there. And I actually find, I still I've still got like spray primers and stuff like that, and I still use the airbrush to prime. And there's the other color red primers, and I actually still have a can of the old GW black primer back there that I rarely ever use. But some of the things that you're going to find with the gesso, and like I said, I got this at Hobby Lobby. There's a sticker. This has been primarily used for like people that do like paintings, like on canvas. What you do is you just slop that on there in just a hurried fashion. You get it on there fast. And the thing about this is that where you're going to find a big difference is between that and just using a paint as a primer. Not only is it going to be it's going to fix to the model as like a primer would when you're using a spray primer. With spray primers and bottle primers, when you're putting it on a model, if you got it too thick, what's it going to do? And everybody's done it. It's going to obscure the model. The thing with gesso is when you put it on there, it's going to evaporate off. And so more times than not, instead of I think I've made a mistake, this evaporates off, and it gets you the primer on there, and it evaporates most of it just leaves a very thin residue left behind, and it does everything. It runs really thin. If you really want to, you can Wikipedia it. It's pretty cool. Working on that, and I just want to give you guys a shot here. And I picked up the old Painter 80 here. Lighting's not optimal on that, but yeah, got it all working, loaded up. For those that want to buy one in the future, make sure you clean it off, because it is covered with particles, because that's PVC pipe, and they don't dust it off when you get in there. And what I did is normally, if you like watch AG Productions or whatever, his wobbles like all get out. I didn't like it. See, mine will wobble if you shake it, but when you're turning it, there's no wobble to it. So what I did is I anchored down the bottom just by gluing that rod in, just into that part, and then I glued the rod into that part to give it some more stability. pretty good stable effect. So I'm pretty happy with it. After I get these two, I'm going to work on a couple of more Eldorado models that I've had here on the table. You've probably seen them. This is one of the Immortals. I may swap that out with a rod. I don't know. This is one of the Immortals faction. This is one of their guard. He's pretty hefty. This is a Lancer for the Saracens. These technically aren't released yet in the U.S. I just so happen these are some of the old French models that I got off eBay. This is a ranged attack guy. He should be pretty fun to paint. I just think that sculpt is amazing. He's got this ribbon that ties around to the back. It's just awesome. And then here's an assassin that I'm really looking forward to painting. This should be fun. If not only don't use this in Eldorado. He's got a dagger here, and then there's a dagger there. I think that looks awesome. And this isn't out either. That'll be coming down the pipe for you guys. Really awesome model. You could actually take that and throw that on for like an RPG or something. That model looks so cool. That pose is so dynamic. And I may actually get around to doing some War Machine. Hooray! I love this model. It's got a little hammer. This is one to smash stuff. I love that. Anyway, like I said, I'm not... Oh, I want to show you something. I was going to work on a project for December, and I just wanted to show you that. This is a Reaper model that I got. This is much larger than like a Marine scale. Like these are 28 models, so this is more akin of like a Space Marine, and this is way larger. This is something I was going to use as a display piece. So just showing that off. Actually, I was going to paint him up normally and do like the wings, but I've been looking at a lot of stuff, and you know, there was a friend of mine, Skarner, showed me that this looks a lot like Sanguinius from the Blood Angels chapter of the Space Marines, and I was like, you know what, that would be cool if I could set that on a pedestal and just make it look like a statue, and it give me a chance to do some verdigris work. You know, like the green, like you'd see on the Statue of Liberty, or like a really old sort of a statue, and it'd let me do that. It'd let me work on some weathering effects, because I'd like to, you know, that just seems like something fun to do. So look for that coming up, and that should be really, really cool when I get that done, because that is going to be like a really cool statue. I need to figure out what sort of pedestal I want to put that on, you know, have it stand up here, and then normally on these display pieces, I usually just give them away because I don't have a knick-knack shelf yet. And plus, you know, I'm just that kind of guy. I like to give stuff to people, make people happy. So, yeah, sort of cool. Yeah, but this is Trash. I'm signing off for this week. I'll see you when I see you. And you guys have fun painting. And happy gaming. Peace out, Girl Scout. Bye-bye. So, as you can tell, I went ahead and put some gesso on these things. It's starting to evaporate off, and because I put it on there fairly globby, but it slowly is evaporating off as it dries. So, yeah, I said maybe, you know, maybe for beginners, maybe this is the way to go. Is just get some gesso, and just you don't have to worry about getting all gloppy up in there. So yeah, it's coming out okay. And then I did that one in gesso. Maybe you can see him a little better now that I've got the camera properly in focus. Yeah, that one's all cured and dried, and look, you got excellent detail on that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, gesso, pretty awesome.